Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to my video presentation. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Cempaka Sari. I am 20 years old and I'm student at Polytechnic Negeri Ujung Pandang. On this occasion, I will do an essay presentation that I have previously met during the academic English lecture process. So, the title of my essay is Accounting Profession in the COVID-19 Pandemic Era. There are 4 main points that become the core of the discussion in the essay that I have made. The first is COVID-19 impact. The second is what is digital transformation and innovation. And the third is implementation of digital. And the last one is what an accountant should do. Before going into the first point, I want to explain a little bit what I know about COVID-19. Who doesn't know about COVID-19 right now? I think almost the whole world knows and shocked by the virus. So, the COVID-19 disease was first identified as a threat in December 2019 in the city of Wuhan, China. Since then, the virus has spread in the countries all over the world. On January 30, the World Health Organization declared that the COVID-19 virus represented a public health emergency of international concern, while the rapid spread of the virus led the World Health Organization to declare its outbreak a pandemic on March 11, 2020. To date, 185 countries around the world have been afflicted by the pandemic and its consequences, with China and later on the US and Europe being at the center of the pandemic. Go to the first point. What is the impact of COVID-19? The COVID-19 pandemic made 2020 the most difficult and challenging year in ways that no one could have predicted. Its impact has been multidimensional at the personal, organizational, and societal levels. It has disrupted people's lives psychologically, emotionally, physically, and professionally. Organizations in all sectors have been focusing on their immediate survival only. However, the same disruptive forces of the pandemic accelerated the digital transformation and innovation and caused business practice in accounting to leapfrog the decades ahead. Go to the second point. What is the digital transformation and innovation? The pandemic caused many organizations to adopt the innovation change and would normally have taken many decades before full implementation. In this Scientific American article, Mark Weiser predicted a coming era of ubiquitous computing. He explained it that the most profound technologies are those that disappear. They weave themselves into the fabric of everyday life until they are indistinguishable from it. And the 2018 Rosenberg survey noted the CPA profession is on the cusp of arguably its greatest transformation. It will dramatically transform how a CPA firm is managed and staffed. How true this prediction ring today for the accounting and finance profession? Next, how the implementation of digital. The COVID-19 pandemic has brought a shift to order of life. Various kind of challenges arise in the normal era, including the accounting profession. As explained by Effendi, the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic has forced all government agencies to change work pattern of their employees from work from office to work from home. For example, the work mechanism of the government internal auditor to carry out their duties online using technology, information, and communication. The COVID-19 pandemic has provided important lesson for government internal auditors to have the competence to carry out the audit process using a computer, or known as the computer-assisted audit techniques. Thus, in the era of digital disruption and society living side by side with the COVID-19 through a breakthrough back to the new normal, accountants are required to make peace with technology because it is the main need for accountant in the carrying out their work. The current condition and potential of technology are able to replace their roles and function. For the accountants must think about how to adapt both knowledge, competence, and mastery of technology. So the last point is what an accountant should do. In this new normal era, accountants must improve their skill, competencies, and the basic nature of ethical behavior. In the new normal era, it also requires accountants to be able to take advantage of the rapidly developing technology. Accountants not only improve skill and competencies in the field of accounting, but also have to collaborate with fields of science other than accounting. This is because if accountants do not want to change and adapt quickly to a new normal, either knowledge, competence, mastery of technology, interest in the learning, or in terms of nature, it will be easy to eliminate from this increasingly free world of competition. So that accountant must now start thinking about ways to adapt both knowledge, competency, mastery of technology, so that the condition and potential of current technology do not replace their roles and function. Okay, in the conclusion, let me summarize all the points that I have explained before. Condition during the pandemic has encouraged business professionals to think unconventionally and transform the challenges into the opportunities. It has demonstrated the need to develop short-term solutions to the challenge while planning long-term sustainability answer. Future employment opportunity will focus on leveraging productivity and competitiveness, which will require high-skilled workers. We need to realize that investing in human capital and digital transformation is a priority. For academics, it is imperative to help the future workforce acquire digital skills and increasing their versatility. Future accounting graduates will need to have skills such as analytical thinking, active learning, complex problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, and ideation rather than merely generic academic degrees. And academia has an obligation and responsibility to adapt and reshape the curricula to prepare them. So that's all I can say. Hopefully the meaning of each point can be understood. Sorry if during the submission of the point there were errors, but in the essay material and the pronunciation of sentence that are not understood. Thank you for watching until the end. See you next time. Thank you.